Hi,
Hello.
everybody.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night, all of them together. Like the
It's all
Truman
the same
Show.
now.
Sorry?
It's all the same now. It all
It's all the
rolls
same,
into one.
honestly. We're at airport time zone. So any time it's the same. I've been watching some videos on Instagram of this guy who makes food, and he makes like the most beautiful food I've ever seen.
Oh.
Yeah, like, pasta, pizza,
Hmm.
focaccia, all these kind.
Hmm.
And I'm just like sitting there and saying, if I start always making this kind of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's not gonna be good.
Right. I know, I know. Well, the other day,
Yeah.
well, let's introduce ourselves.
Yeah, we forgot to introduce.
My name is Jenna, if you don't already know. I'm a teacher at Myes school in Bologna. I've lived in Bologna for about 3 years, and I'm originally from the Bahamas.
Lovely.
Sahar.
Oh, it's my turn. Let's see. So my name is Sahar. I was born in San Francisco. I'm originally from Tehran, which is the capital of Iran. And I've lived in Italy for 16 years in the south, in Andria, and in the north, in Verona and Vicenza and Verona, and then in the center in Bologna. And I have the Veneto mentality. The only Veneto is in the north in Italy. I'm joking. Um, yeah, that's it. That's all the introductions needed. Hey, Johnny, how are you? I saw you virtually yesterday. Now, the question for today is, what's your favorite place in the world?
Hmm. And
Your
why?
favorite place, yeah, and why?
Do you
Would
have
you
a
like to say? I
Sure.
said it first.
So, one of my favorite places in the world is this beach called Gold Rock Beach, which is on my island, Grand Bahama.
Mm-hmm.
What's special about this beach is, besides the fact that it's beautiful, especially when it's low tide, you can walk out like quite
Mm-hmm.
far out and not get, completely wet. I like the fact that it's part of a national park, and on the other side of the road, you've got these 4 caves
Oh,
that you can
wow.
explore. Yeah, and so you walk from the caves to this beach through this little like nature path through the mangroves. It's quite
Oh my
beautiful.
God, that is so beautiful. Are there many tourists there?
Yes, but
Mm.
you can avoid the times that tourists tend to
Yeah.
visit. So you can have the beach to yourself. That's one of the
Oh,
nice things.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you can tell me that. Okay, what's the name again?
Gold Rock Beach.
Gold Rock Beach.
Mm-hmm. Grand
Nice. Wow. Oh, look at that. We have Ilaria, hello, from Florence, and
Welcome.
Celia from Livorno. We have Tuscan people now. Nice. Love Tuscany. My favorite place, because I have so much time to think and reminisce. I always think about this one place in Iran
Mm-hmm.
that I don't really particularly enjoy,
Mm-hmm.
but I just miss it so much because it reminds me of the time that I lived there. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and it's basically this street that is very long. It's called Valias, and it starts from the city is so big that we have
Mm-hmm.
highways inside the city. So it basically starts from, I always started walking from the highway, the beginning of the highway, till the square. And I would walk there, and there were like many shops, many pastry shops that I absolutely loved. But like
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I don't even like the place, but it's my favorite place right now to be.
Hmm.
And another one is the city center, the really old city center of Tehran.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
That cars, you can't go there with cars.
Hmm. Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, yours is
No,
better.
no, no. I'm sure it's gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, Tehran is not a city for many people. Yeah, you
Oh,
gotta like love big cities like
oh,
that.
I do. I do like big cities, so
Yeah.
I probably would like Tehran.
It's really. I mean, it's really nice. Yeah, kind of miss it. But anyway, you got. What about you guys? What's your favorite place in the world, and why?
Yeah, and why? What makes it special? It could be a beach, it could be a city, it could be a park.
It
Yeah,
could be a
your house.
house. It could be a palace. What's your favorite place in Bologna, though?
Oh, that's a good question. In Bologna, I'm not sure. Maybe I feel like I haven't explored enough, like the surrounding area as well. But I like Giardini Margherita. I think that's quite nice.
Yeah, my
Um,
favorite street in Bologna is Via delle Voline. It's not for a particular reason, just like aesthetically, it's so beautiful. And it
hmm,
connects, I feel as though it connects one part of the city, like the university part of the city, to the more like tourist
hmm,
part of the city. And it
hmm.
has my favorite, like the in the streets, like not in Via delle Moline, but near
Yeah.
these streets. There are like my favorite bars.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, that's a good reason.
Would
Jani
you
says,
like to go?
sure. I have a long list of places with differences concerning particular factors. For example, Paris, if I consider the beautiful, stunning city, or Indonesia for the friendly people and enchanting landscape. I'd like to visit Indonesia myself. Never
Yeah.
been.
Yeah, me too. I would like to visit it. I would also like to visit Mexico, but yeah, that's off. I'm gonna
It will
say
happen
this.
one day.
All right, my favorite place in the world is on a beach near here in Livorno called Calignaia, because during an early summer day there are few people. It is quiet, and I can enjoy sunbathing and going for a swim. Maybe not taking a
Yeah,
swim.
yes, you can say
Yeah.
going for a swim or swimming. Hmm.
And I can go swimming.
Yeah, you've got those two options.
Oh, very good. That's nice. I don't know any. Oh God! In Sicily, there is one island that I know everybody knows, but it's called Favignana, and
Hmm.
it's absolutely gorgeous. It's like paradise on earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to go back to Sicily as
Have
soon
Have
as
you been to
possible.
Favignana?
Have I been? No.
Oh, it's amazing. You have to
Mm.
go. It's in the north. It's in the north west.
Mm. Yeah, I've been to Palermo, that's it.
Oh, because of the
Palermo,
schools.
the school trip, yes.
Yeah, because of the school trip. No, I went there with some of my colleagues a few years ago, and I absolutely loved it. It was just amazing. The
Mm.
most beautiful place on earth.
Oh.
Because the sand was almost white, and the
Hmm.
sea was crystal blue.
Yeah, no, I see they've got some very beautiful beaches in Sicily.
They do, they do. I hope we can get there this year.
Yeah. Shall we?
No, I'm just thinking about like my.
Sylvia says, "Hi, I'm Sylvia from Rome. My favorite place, I think, is my grandma's country house because of all the memories of when I was a child." Aw, that's sweet.
That's so sweet. Country house, where? Oh, in Rome. Is the country house in Rome, or is it somewhere else?
Maybe it's in the country outside of Rome.
Rome, yeah.
Could be in the countryside of Rome.
It might be. So whoever else is joining us, if you'd like to introduce yourselves and tell us what's your favorite place in the world and why, so I can steal your ideas.
And visit. Yeah.
What?
Write it down.
Right, I'm writing. I wrote Jenna's down. Now, would you like to read, Jenna?
Sure. In this focus activity, talking about paradise destinations, looking at destination reviews, using colloquialisms to describe places.
This is such a beautiful beach.
It is. Wonder where it is.
I think it's in the Pacific.
Oh, could be. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's been touched by humans.
All
right.
That's a nice landscape photo as well.
Also this one. Yeah, it reminds me of Scotland.
Yeah, me too. Probably
what
is.
springs to mind when you hear the phrase paradise on earth? Do you think you've ever seen a paradise on earth? Describe it. Have you heard of any holiday destinations which are renowned for being idyllic? Now,
if you don't know what idyllic means, it means sort of just your idea of perfection is idyllic or incredibly beautiful. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Johnny says there is a small village in the south of Sicily that I do love, and it is called Scicli, where the TV series of Montalbano has been set. I love Montalbano.
Yeah.
Love it. But I love reading the books because in my mind, he's not bald. He's a very handsome Sicilian guy. Frosinone.
It's a small town near Frosinone. Okay. Nice. Tell us why. Why
oh, it's in Lazio, yes. All right. So, what springs to your mind when you hear the phrase paradise on earth, Jenna? And everyone.
Me, yeah, a place that is paradise on earth is anywhere that has certain characteristics that you look for in a place to live. So I think sometimes when people say, oh, you're from the Bahamas, that sounds like paradise. For me, it's strange because paradise for me is just
home.
Any kind of place that you would, any place that you would like to live in for whatever the reasons might be.
Kind of difficult then for me to decide a paradise on earth. You know, if this had been like in 2 weeks and there was no coronavirus, I would say Mexico. But I wouldn't know what to say. I think maybe that one time I felt as though I really, really liked the place, not because I'd like to live in it, but because it's just, wow, amazing. It's when I went to Istanbul and I just loved the landscape, the sea, the history and everything. Yeah, but I wouldn't, oh God. I don't know. Paradise on earth.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. What about holiday destinations which are renowned for being idyllic? I think Scotland is one of them. I find Scotland to be incredibly beautiful, especially the west coast.
Really?
The country, yeah.
Where did you stay?
Well, I lived in Edinburgh, the capital. Edinburgh's pretty as well, but I've heard that the west coast is even more idyllic.
Is it Galway?
Sorry?
No, sorry. Galway is in Ireland. What am I saying?
Yeah. No.
I got there's another city very famous in Scotland.
Hmm.
I forgot. Oh God.
There's the Isle of Skye, which is supposed to be really
Mhm.
beautiful, but I've never been.
Oh sorry. What's the other city that is very famous? Glasgow. Oh, Glasgow.
Glasgow, yeah, but Glasgow, I mean, it's very industrial and
Oh, okay.
it's not really known for being
I
as
was gonna
beautiful.
ask Glasgow, not Galway. What the? Excuse me.
No.
A paradise on earth is to me a place that impressed me quite a lot, wherever it is.
Okay, good.
Good answer. So yeah, Scotland, but I've never been to Scotland. Maybe I would also say Ireland,
Yeah. Um,
specifically like the Cliffs of Moher.
have you been?
Yeah, I loved it. It's amazing.
No, I'd like to visit.
For the
In
cold
Ireland
weather.
for the cold weather, yeah.
Yeah, it's idyllic for the cold weather, but like idyllic for the hot weather, I'm gonna say Favignana.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, sorry, we were saying?
No. Everyone, remember you can answer these questions. You can choose which question you want to answer.
Yeah. Destinations which are renowned to being idyllic. North
Hmm.
Korea.
Yes.
No, I was joking.
Okay.
But I've seen some videos of people since I have so much time. Videos of people on YouTube that talk about their trip to North Korea. Like, wow,
Hmm.
just wow.
Okay.
Nothing else to add.
Danny says, I consider the center of the old town of Edinburgh a real paradise on earth. Yes, me too.
Yeah. God, I've never been. I have to then.
You do, you do. We'll make a work trip out of
Oh my
it.
God, that would be really nice. Let's see here. What for you? What makes a place a paradise? Which of these are the most important in making a destination idyllic?
Hmm.
The atmosphere, experiencing a new culture, the landscape, things to do, monuments, museums, tourist attraction.
Hmm.
I love places. Oh, sorry, I made it a little bit small. I love places that aren't touristy. They don't
Hmm.
exist anymore. But yeah, for me, the places where there aren't many tourists, not many people know the
Mm-hmm.
place, are my favorite.
Yeah, I can understand that. It can get a bit annoying, um, if you're in a very crowded place full of tourists. Um, yeah, I
Exactly.
remember. hmm, I was surprised. Once I visited Florence, but it was
Mm.
like around Easter time. And I remember looking around and thinking, where are the Italians? I don't see any Italians around.
Yeah. Like,
But
for
I mean,
example,
beautiful.
the same goes with Venice, that I have a lot of friends who are from Venice, who live in Old Town Venice, and who
Hmm.
studied there. But I visited it so many times, and the last time was during the Carnival of Venice
Mm-hmm.
2, 3 years ago, and I said that's the last time,
Oh,
because it's very beautiful, but it's just full of
of
tourists.
course. Yeah.
Like,
Mm.
wow, what the, just stop. Oh, and I would love to visit Hawaii, even
Oh,
though it's full of tourists.
well, you've got to think if a place is full of tourists, it's usually for good reason, right? It must have something, there must be some fascinating quality to it, or,
Yeah, Hawaii is just really, it's fascinated me so much for the culture, for the natives that are from there. But it's just, it's very close to the United States. So
mm,
everyone from the United States just goes there, like the trip is always
hmm,
Hawaii or Cuba
that's true. Yeah.
or Mexico. Yeah, it's always like these the triangle.
Those
There
three.
is one island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
That's just amazing. There are very few places,
Mm.
like accommodations, in which you
Mm-hmm.
can stay, and there
Mm-hmm.
are only just a few flights to get there.
What's the name of this island?
I forgot.
Is it like Fiji or Bora Bora?
Oh no! Oh my god! Also Bora Bora.
Would be nice.
I'm just gonna say island that is difficult to reach in the
Your
Pacific.
idea of paradise, yeah.
Oh, but I also would love to visit New Zealand. I think New Zealand is nice.
Oh, yeah, New Zealand's supposed to be very beautiful. Jamie says, I would say experiencing a new culture as I'm open to different cultures and habits. Okay, great. Just remember, we'd say, I'm open. Yeah, as an adjective.
Yeah. So I found, I'm open to different cultures. The island is called Rapa Nui,
Mm.
and yeah, it's difficult to get there. And I saw the pictures, amazing. All right. And with the things to do, I don't know. It depends. Like, what do you mean with things to do?
Yeah, for me, it's important. I like living in a place that I feel that there are events going on every now and again. There are things to see. But would I describe that place as a paradise? That's another question.
Yeah, like Barcelona, there are a lot of things to do, and it's very beautiful, both like architecturally speaking, and like the culture is very strong and beautiful. The food is amazing.
Mm.
I wouldn't call it like, paradise on earth, though, me personally. For me, a
Yeah,
paradise on earth, it's an island far away from civilization.
yeah, that's what we typically think of when we hear the word paradise.
Yeah.
It's also, another word that's funny to me. I always find it funny how the meaning has changed over the years. Is the word exotic? Because when people hear the word exotic, they tend to think of a tropical place or something coming from a tropical place. But all it really means is coming from it, having the appearance of coming from a different country.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
for a Bahamian, for example, Italy could be exotic.
Yeah, exactly. I always felt like exotic would be from Asia.
Oh,
Because, like, there was a whole period of Orientalism that they considered the Orient as this paradise on earth. That basically, whenever I heard exotic, I thought Asia.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
But you're right, though. In my mind, the idea of idyllic places has more to do with the landscape, the nature, and the atmosphere. I prefer hidden places without too many tourists. Yep.
Like Sahara. Yep.
Yeah. Go check Rapa Nui. Blows your mind. Or also the Easter Island. I was watching a documentary about the Easter Island, and wow. I just want to go there for the monuments, to be honest. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
They did that. They created those monuments with stones. Like, they just like carved them with stones for 3 days. Incredible. All right. Let me take off these banners. And we can continue here. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
We can continue here.
Great. So it's my turn, right? Useful phrases. What do the underlined words or phrases mean? Number 1, we stayed in the heart of the city. Number 2, it was packed and vibrant, a bustling town. 3, the castle was vast and run down. 4, I'd never come across a place quite like it. 5, it was off the beaten track, tranquil and unspoilt. 6, I strolled past the palm trees lined up side by side along the beach. 7, there was too much to take in as we drove across the breathtaking landscape. And 8, the mountains form a backdrop to the town.
Very good reading.
So, guys, what do you think the underlined words mean? We've got a little bit of context here.
We can start with the first one. In the heart of the city. Do you prefer staying in the heart of the city or in the outskirts?
I hate to say it, but I prefer to stay in the heart of the city.
Yeah. Why do you hate to say it?
Well, it's very convenient, and I don't know. The countryside sounds more idyllic, no?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, somewhere a bit quieter, but I like living in the city.
Me too. I must say that if I were to choose a place for the rest of my life to live in, I would always choose like the city. But until retirement, then probably in the
Right.
mountains.
And then the fact that we don't have cars, right? Means a lot too.
Especially in Bologna.
Mm-mm-mm.
All right, so exactly, guys, in the center. When you go to visit a city, you prefer to stay in the heart of the city, not in the outskirts, because then you have to get a taxi, a cab, transportation.
Exactly.
I prefer staying literally like in the city center when I go traveling. Yeah, but my parents are the opposite. They prefer staying in the outskirts, on the hills, because we usually travel by car. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice. Nice to be surrounded by nature as well. Every now and again, it's needed.
It's really needed, yeah, especially now.
So for
All right.
number 2, packed and vibrant. Oh, okay. Jani said full of people, colorful and alive. Yes, packed is full of people. Vibrant, here it doesn't mean colorful, but bustling, yes, alive with lots of people. Good.
I would say lively, maybe.
Yeah, here it means
Or
live,
vibrant.
vibrant, yeah. Vibrant can also be used to talk about colors, but not in this context.
Yeah. Noisy, yes, with many people. Now, vast and rundown. Massive and in bad condition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know of any castle that is vast and run down?
Ooh, there are several in Scotland, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay, I don't. I thought they were gonna tell us the names.
One in particular, no.
I know a lot of houses that are vast and run down and uninhabitable. They're very scary at night, especially.
Do
Yeah.
you go to these places?
No, but like I imagine.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's
Something
basically.
to investigate.
Oh yeah, no, because in Iran, we have a house in the north near the like it's not on the Caspian Sea, it's on the mountain that faces towards the Caspian Sea. And there are a lot of houses literally in the middle of the forest. And we have one very close to our house that we don't think anyone lives there anymore because it's completely run down, it's destroyed. But it's very, like, it really gives me the chills to even get close to it. But my mom is like, yes, let's go visit it. And yeah.
She's up for the adventure.
Yeah, go for her. And 4, I'd never come across.
someone by chance. I've never visited. Yes,
Yeah, never encountered, visited. Very good, yeah. Off the beaten track.
Tranquil and unspoilt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to this kind of place?
I'm trying to think of a specific example. I don't know. When I go on holiday,
Mm-hmm.
if I've got a limited amount of time, I tend to stick to the touristy areas, I'm afraid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the last time I went off the beaten track, though. Maybe if I were to visit another town that's less popular with tourists, that would be an example. A nice quiet town.
Yeah. I remember when I went to Sicily, we went literally off the beaten track. Like instead of going on the street, we were on the land. There was nothing. There was nothing to show us that this was a road. And we had rented the car. So we were just so scared to ruin this car. But the GPS was saying that this was actually a road. Yeah.
Oh God.
It was
Yeah.
really nice, though. Scary, but nice.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. Jani says, where few people go, not damaged. Yes, is unspoilt. Good. Perfect. Eladia says, unusual places where people are not used to going. Good. Careful though, not used to with a D at the end. Yeah, after used to.
Precisely. Are there any of these kinds of places in the Bahamas?
Unspoilt. There are many unspoilt beaches in the Bahamas. Yes.
Really?
Yeah, we've managed, despite all the tourism that we get.
How did you do that?
Well, a lot of hotels are actually built on beaches. So a lot of tourists they tend to if they want to enjoy the beach, they stay at their hotel. And so there are other places that you'd have to get to by car that are a bit further away from the hotels that are very quiet. Very few Bahamians go there. So
that's nice.
Yeah, when you come, when you visit, I'll show you.
Oh, definitely, please. I need a vacation after all this quarantine.
Yeah.
Now, number 6. I strolled and past the palm trees, lined up side by side along the beach.
To stroll, to walk with calm, together along the beach. Yes, good. Okay, so side by side
refers to the trees, no?
Yeah, it refers to the trees.
Yeah, so the trees are aligned side by side. So there's a tree, another. Yeah, strolling, walking. We also have the word stroller. I don't know how you say it in British English, but the stroller.
Yeah, stroller is the word that I would use.
Yeah.
British English, I can't remember now what other word they might use.
Stroller is the thing that the thing you put your baby in, and then you go for a walk. Yeah. The means of transport for a baby when you go for a walk. Yeah, this is good.
Yeah. It's just funny to see the expression means of transport.
Exactly. All right, and there was too much to take in, and it was breathtaking.
Too much to take in. It almost sounds like it's a negative thing, but it's not.
Yeah, it sounds negative, but it's actually not. It's like, wow, that's too much to take in. You can say there's too much information to take in.
as well.
Oh, hello. Good morning
What
from
about you?
Viterbo. Welcome. It's
Welcome.
nice for you. It's nice of you to join us.
Shall I read?
Yeah, go ahead.
A lot of things to see, beautiful, and you cannot breathe. Oh, well, not literally. Thankfully, not literally. But if a place is breathtaking, it's incredibly beautiful.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. Have you ever seen this a kind of place like this that is just breathtaking? You see it and you're like,
hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to think the last place that I visited that was breathtaking. Okay. Yeah, maybe the landscape. Okay, on Gran Canaria, in the middle of the island, there's this sort of rural landscape that is breathtakingly beautiful.
that's nice. How big is the Gran Canaria?
I don't remember its exact measurements now, but it's not that big of an island.
Oh, okay. So because when it comes to islands, I really think they're really small
Mm,
usually. So I just don't. I can't even imagine that they have a rural area. But then I think about, for
yeah,
example, Favignana, and it did have
yeah.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Right in the center of
Oh,
the island.
for me, it must be Budapest.
Budapest,
I
yeah.
Yeah, I went to Budapest a few years ago, and it was just so beautiful. I still remember,
Mm.
like I want to go there again, but just the lights, especially when it's night, and even during the morning, the landscape, absolutely amazing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And number eight, oh no, number seven.
Johnny said, oh, Eladia said,
Yeah.
there was too much to see, and breathtaking means amazing, so that you can't breathe.
You can say so much
Oh,
so that you can't breathe.
we use the expression to take your breath away. Yeah, which is a similar idea to breathtaking. A scene that takes your breath away.
Exactly.
Which is more poetic, right? If you can't breathe, the idea is that's quite negative.
It kills you.
If you can't breathe.
Now, number eight is a backdrop.
A scenery in the background. Yeah. It's the same as background.
Yeah. Wow. This is the description of Tehran.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's because Tehran is a city that it doesn't have any hills except for the mountains, and no one lives on the mountains. Like I used to live on just like the beginning of it, but not on it because it's completely like it doesn't have trees or anything because we're in Iran, and in that part is very dry, and it snows a
Okay.
lot, especially there. Yeah, but
Sounds
it's really
idyllic.
nice. Yeah, if you Google Tehran, you can see just like the backdrop of the town. It's just this amazing mountain.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, Budapest is just amazing, in my opinion. Have you ever been, Jenna?
No. I need to visit. That's another place. I'll visit eventually. Okay.
All right.
You want to read the review?
Sorry?
Would you like to read the review?
Yeah, I will. It's easy to lose yourself in the narrow, winding streets of Marrakesh, and we mean that both literally and metaphorically. Smell the spices in the air, brush up on your haggling at one of the bustling markets, then sip mint tea in the Majorelle garden. End your day lounging in the rooftop garden of your riad, watching the sunset over this timeless city. It's a very good description of Marrakesh.
Yeah. Have you been?
No, but I really, really want to visit.
Yeah, I haven't been to Morocco, even though I was really close.
Gran
at one
Canaria.
point. Yeah, never been.
Wow.
Okay.
Have you guys been to Morocco, Marrakesh?
Hmm.
There was, the haggling. What is haggling?
Haggling is when one person gives you a price, a seller gives you a price for a product. You think that maybe you can get it for a little less money. So you say, okay, 10 euros maximum or whatever. They say maybe, okay, 12, and then you try and negotiate a price.
Price.
To haggle is to negotiate a price.
Yeah, it's such a very Middle Eastern, North African thing to do. I'm still not good at it. I'm not good at haggling. My mom and my dad, amazing. But me, no. Especially in Egypt. I remember, like, I've been in North Africa, I've been only to Egypt. And they sometimes invite you into the store saying that, yeah, this is for free. Don't go.
Yeah, it's not for free, I'm sure.
It's nothing is for
Never
free.
for free.
And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, okay, for free, thank you. Okay, bye bye. And then, no, I was joking. I was joking.
Yeah. When we went to Thailand, me and my mom and some teachers from her school, they said, no, when you go to the market, you must haggle. You must try and haggle because it'll work.
Yeah,
And they
really.
expect it. They kind of expect it too.
And did you do it?
I didn't, but other people from the group. I don't think I'd be a good haggler either.
Oh no, I'm so bad at it. I'm like, okay, how much is this? 100 euros. Can I
Yeah.
do 80? No, okay. Like
Okay,
I get too polite. I shouldn't. Damn it.
it's
Because
hard.
then, like, I always go for things which has the price on.
Oh no,
Otherwise, yeah, they're just gonna, throw out some big expense,
that's true.
expensive high prices.
Yeah, that's true. So,
And
guys,
yeah.
if there's any vocabulary that you don't know or understand, feel free to ask us. I'm trying to think what else could be
I
a
like
little
lounging.
lounging.
Lounging is a synonym of relaxing,
Yeah.
laying.
Laying down, relaxing.
Because also the lounge, for example, is a part of an airport. I think it's called the
Yeah, the
lounge
lounge area.
for the first area, for the first classes, for the and you just go there and you relax.
Yeah, because it's a nice place to relax. Aladi says, what does brush up mean? Okay, brush up on your haggling. If you brush up on something, you practice it to get better at it, right? So, for example, I haven't studied French in a long time. Maybe I should take out a French textbook and brush up on some vocabulary. Yeah, to practice again.
To get better at something. Yeah. What do you need to brush up on?
Me, I need to brush up on my Italian.
Really?
I need to study and speak it more. That's the main thing.
Really? Oh, well.
Speak it at home.
Your boyfriend is
I need to.
Italian.
I know, but
He speaks English.
yes.
Oh no, that's a problem. I've had like these kinds of mistakes with other people. There's not mistakes, problems with other people. Like I wanted to brush up on my Spanish, but the person I was talking Spanish to wanted to brush up on their Italian. So it was basically me answering in Spanish and she speaking to me in Italian.
In Italian, right?
So unnatural.
Very confusing.
Sorry?
Which can be very confusing. It's easy to mix up Spanish, and it's so easy to mix up the two when you learn them as second languages.
Yeah, when Spanish people come to Italy, they just speak Spanish.
Yeah,
directly. And I understand, and I even answer them in Spanish, but then you're just like, oh, okay, well, it's probably an Italian dialect.
Right.
All right, so I guess we can even skip this part.
Okay, some questions. Maybe we can alternate. I'll read the first and the second. Okay, have you ever been to a place that has breathtaking views,
Is off the beaten track,
is a bustling town,
was unlike anything you had come across before,
is run down but magical,
is in the heart of the countryside or the city?
Okay.
Yeah, we have 4 minutes left, so if you guys have any questions you want to ask us, please do. Now, in the meantime, Jen and I were gonna have a conversation, and you guys can also answer these questions. So, want to go for the first one?
Has breathtaking views. Yes. So, I'm trying to think the last place. Oh well, okay. In Bologna, right? I don't remember. Did you say you've been up Torre Asinelli?
No, because I had to graduate before I did that.
That's right. Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say up Torre Asinelli, you've got breathtaking views of the city of Bologna.
Breathtaking views, instead, in my opinion, is when you go to, I was always speaking about Bologna, when you are on the tangenziale or on the free road, on the on the freeway, and you are reaching to Bologna, you're arriving to Bologna, you see this hill, and on top of it there's San Luca, and I think it's just so magical. It's so breathtaking, even though you're literally in the middle of the freeway. But I find it so, nice.
Yeah.
It's always breathtaking for me. Or also getting close to Verona by train, because it just gives you this view of the city right before, because also Verona is not surrounded by mountains, but has a backdrop of mountains. Yeah, so you arrive into the city and you see these mountains, you see the city. Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah.
I've been to Verona once.
Really?
Yeah, I went to visit Juliet's house.
Oh, Juliet's house.
And I even sent an email to Juliet, but I never got a response.
Oh, that's so mean of her.
It is.
Did you do the thing that everybody does?
What's that?
I can't say it online.
Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know then. Probably not.
Touch the statue.
Oh, no. No, I don't think I did in the end. No.
Oh, okay.
I went to Rome. And, yeah, I just had a few hours to explore. Johnny says the central part of Paris with its amazing buildings and breathtaking views.
Johnny, I've never been to Paris. Can you believe I've never been to Paris? I want to, it's one of the cities that I absolutely have to visit as a European.
It's definitely worth it.
Yeah. Imagine living in Europe and never going to Paris, which is my case.
Well, but you've been to Budapest, you've been to many other interesting cities, I'm sure.
But it's Paris. Oh, the ghettos in Venice. Yeah. And I love getting lost in Venice because it's so fun. There are so many calle, because they call them calle. And you always find your way to San Marco in some way. So that's not even a problem. But I hate Venice at night. Like when I say at night, I mean in the middle of the night when there's like nothing. Because it's not like any other city you find that one person that is alive.
Right.
There's nothing.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Yeah.
that can be a bit spooky.
Oh, guys, I just realized it's almost time to say our goodbyes. It's been very lovely. Thank you for your participation. And if you wait 10 more minutes, Jenna and I will come back and talk about some words
Handy
that,
word.
yeah, some words that are handy. All
More
right.
useful.
Bye bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.